Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I will be starting the Mahoyo Collab Event gameplay. So yeah, I'm technically doing Audio Call 2 as well at the same time. Right, the Mahoyo Collab has started. So I'm going to start this as well at the same time. If you checked my other video before, I got Aozaki Aoko and yeah, now I'm just waiting for Alice to come, which I'm guessing will happen 7 days later. Either way, let's start the event first. And before I begin, I have to do something here. I know back when the Mahoyo event came out in JP, there is something that I need to do before starting the event, which is right. Now there's a reason why I changed from male Ritsuka Fujimaru to female Ritsuka Fujimaru to Gudako, not Gudao. For people who do not know, I'm not going to say anything, but there's a certain thing that happens because of this gender change that I want to see. So that's why I did this. For people who know, you probably realize why I changed the gender. But yeah, I do, like, when this came out, I saw and I was like, okay, I need to keep this in mind. When this will come to NA, I usually use Gudao, but I need to keep in mind that I have to change to Gudako. And because of this, a certain change in a certain scene will happen, which we'll see later, I'm assuming. Either way, let us get started. So, number 0, okay, chapter 0, Apocalypse Planet, 1999. Okay. The Robin saw it, magicians only live twice. Yeah? At first, there was a tiny glimmer. Then a few moments later, there was an explosion. It sucked in everything nearby, then blew it all away. Yeah, the Big Bang, right? Trees were knocked down, rivers dried up. Oh no, never mind. I thought they were talking about that. Entire buildings disappeared without a trace. Wind raged on at 100 meters per second. This must be what it's like on Venus, thought. Oh wait, just a minute. Am I recording? Yeah, okay, I am recording this. Thank God. Right. It's no use. I can't get any closer. Jeez, this output is insane. This was supposed to be a simple disaster, not an actual freaking apocalypse. A shouting disappeared into the wind, a voice failing to reach anyone else's ear. At this time, it seemed like she was the only one who could stop this unprecedented disaster. However, tuning it doesn't work, hitting it doesn't work, kicking it doesn't work. It's like this thing doesn't obey the laws of the universe at all. High density magical energy invades the Earth's surface as temperatures rise with no sign of slowing. Magical energy in the atmosphere is reverting from pseudo-ether, the fifth imaginary factor, to true ether, the fifth true theoretical factor. Endless analysis followed by endless rejection, unending investigation followed by unending rejection. Even though there was only one explosion, the resulting gales only continue to grow in strength. This doesn't make any sense. What the hell is going on with that star? It's been 6 hours since a crater appeared on the Earth's surface. The mountain that brought us about this disaster is gone, and the damage is quickly spreading to neighboring mountains as well. This destruction probably won't stop until the human race is completely extinct. As a witness to many failed apocalypses, we could tell exactly where things were headed. There's nothing I can do. It's too late. For that matter, I'm not going to make it out of this alive either. There's no way to stop it, and unless it is stopped, there will be no future for anyone. Before dawn, the country of Japan will vanish. In a few days, all the other countries will do the same. Tonight, in 1999, the world will come to an end starting from an insignificant corner of the earth. Tonight with the stars twinkling in the sky. Hmm. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm assuming this has something to do with the, I don't know, like I was thinking, like, how in Mahoyo Aoko uses the fifth magic and puts the debt, like in the future or something like that. Like, so she said something along the lines of like, oh, I'll take care of it when it happens. Um, and she also said something that she's going to, like, when that time comes, she's going to like transfer that back to past. When, like, when she uses the fifth magic to bring back Soju. So I'm thinking maybe this is the result of that or something. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep playing. Welcome to the Kumano Hot Springs Part 1. Right, how does that like move on to a hot spring? I'm very curious. Okay. Okay. So these are the Kumano hot springs. Sorry, mountains, not hot springs. Yes, senpai, the race shift went through without a hitch. Your success rate remains as impressive as ever. According to Shiba, this latest singularity is very small and poses almost no danger, which is why no other servants or even our trusty foe have come along. Wow. So like Da Vinci said, consider this a well-deserved carefree mini hot springs vacation. That being said, let me just make sure of something. You remember your briefing in the command room? I don't know, I didn't even hear it. I wasn't in REM if that was what you were asking. So, we discovered this newest singularity on a Japanese mountain range. Specifically, the year is 2001 and the range is in Toyama Prefecture. Given your age, Fujimaru, I'd guess it's just a little before your time. Anyway, we have observed that it's definitely a singularity, but it's very small and it shouldn't last very long. Wait. Little before your time. Right. So 20. Right. Okay. I was trying to like kind of brief, like kind of roughly calculate Fujimaru's age with that. Right. Trismegister says it should close up on its own in about 7 days, and we're not seeing any signs of mystics or magical energy anywhere. Basically, it's a singularity that's practically identical to reality in terms of time and space. Usually, we just let this kind of minor distortion go away on its own, but cases like this where we know for sure it's safe to visit are exceptionally rare. That makes this perfect race shift sample case, and it should make a great experience for our field operatives too. That's why your mission this time will be to see if you can discover any anomalies in a completely danger-free singularity. We're hoping it'll help you hone your investigative skills. Think of it like trying to solve a real-world mystery novel. We know you've been taking on a lot of tough missions lately, so while we can't give you a carte blanche to stretch your wings, this should at least be a laid-back opportunity to learn some new things. You see, and this is the best part, this latest singularity is located at a hot spring, right? That's right, this is a little known but highly esteemed Kumano Hot Springs, said to be the home of a legendary hot secret spring. You look really happy about this, Marsh. Do I? I'm sorry, Senpai. I've always liked Japan, and I suppose getting a visit to a historic hot spring in there got me a little excited. Testing. Okay, looks like we're coming in loud and clear. This is great. It looks like you two are at the base of the mountain right now. The singularity covers the entire mountain range, but the Kumano Hot Springs Inn is right in the center. Let's start by making your way to that inn. I gave Marsh some money that should cover your expenses. Oh, nice. Get back in with us when you get a room, okay? There'll probably be other tourists on the trail, so you should refrain from calling too much while you're outside. Oh, right. It's May in this singularity, so it's peak travel season. We'll need to be careful not to stand out among all the people coming here to hike the mountains. Caldia may be an international organization, but is still a highly clandestine research facility. Don't worry, we'll just look like any other tourists. Okay. I'm surprised we haven't actually seen anyone else so far. Not even hikers. I don't see any trails here either. I wonder if we took a wrong turn somewhere. Hang on, I think I hear footsteps behind us. He must be a hiker or a tourist. Let's ask them if they know the way. Hello, excuse me. Sorry to bother you, but we are trying to find the hot springs and we seem to have lost our way. God damn it. Wait, why did the music stop? God damn. Do you know how to get there? Even just pointing us in the right direction would be a big help. Wait, is that Soul Judo? No, that's not Soul Judo. What the hell? Who the hell is this? That's not Soul Judo. Okay, right. It's this is a weird looking face because this looks like Soljiro, but at the same time it's not. But is it? Or I guess he got a haircut. That's a horrible ass haircut, to be honest. If this is actually Soljiro, he looks weird. If you're looking for the hot springs on this mountain, then you must be headed to Kumano Inn. Guess you two are physics. Looking to get rich quick too, then? Oh no, psychics. I'm like physics? What is she talking about? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. I can tell you're really good too. I've had a lot of interesting experiences, so I've got an eye for these things. Then again, if you don't look like you're for the money, it seems like whatever brought you here is more complicated than that. I can tell. You think we're psychics? How the hell did you figure that out? Oh, did I get it wrong? Then I guess you're just ordinary tourists, same as me. Sorry for getting carried away and jumping to conclusions. Oh my god, it is him. My name's Shizuki Shojiro, by the way. Why does he look like this? This is so weird. Oh my god. I'm staying at the hot spring inn you two are looking for. I was just out on a walk to get some exercise. Sounds like you two are lost if you're asking for directions. Lucky we ran into each other then. I can show you the way to the inn, at least part of the way. That'd be great, thank you. I'm Marsh Kirillite, and this is Fujimaru. Nice to meet you, Fujimaru and Marsh. You must be from abroad, Marsh. Anyway, the inn's owner will be thrilled to get even more international guests. I guess I guess the good word about Japanese hot springs is spreading far and wide. International guests? You mean there are others here besides us? Oh yeah, lots. You'll see when you get in the inn. There's some peculiar stuff going down there now, and not all of it is good. I see. Are the Kumano hot springs that popular? This is our first time here, so... Popular? No, just interesting. If anything, I'd say they're pretty unpopular. I'm sorry, that was a poor choice of words. Let me rephrase that. In fact, why don't I tell you more about what makes the Kumano hot springs so interesting on the way there? Take this with a grain of salt, but word has it that the Kumano hot springs have 5 secret springs that will grant wishes. What? Okay. The trick is you have to soak in them all by yourself First thing in the morning, there's even a magazine article about it not a long time ago. Thanks to that, the springs used to be hugely popular up until up to a year or two ago, but now things are very different. It sounds like the Holy Grail might be fixed in. Yeah. Sojuro, what kind of wishes are being granted? Do these springs really grant anything people ask for? No, nothing like that, unfortunately. The Kumano hot springs have only ever granted one kind of wish each. One kind. So really, it's less like they make wishes come true and more like they have very potent restorative effects. There's the spring of youth, the spring of romance, the spring of male transformation, the spring of happy home life, and the spring of stiff shoulder annihilation. What? Stiff shoulder annihilation? Only one of these springs is open each day. Oh. So the idea is that people come and stay overnight on the day when the springs they want to soak it isn't open. Though I'd also heard that some people would stay a whole week so that they could try out all the springs. Yeah, the stiff shoulders annihilation one doesn't sound nearly as impressive. Not necessarily. Stiff shoulders can become a big problem when you get older. I don't care for the annihilation part though. It sounds so effective that it's likely to draw the wrong crowd. Anyway, this should do it. Sorry, but this is as far as I go. It's about a 5-minute walk up here all that way. I've got something I need to find right now, but I'm sure I'll see you two later at the hot springs. Hojiro just headed back down again. Now I feel a little bad. It must have been a lot of trouble to take us up this far the mountain, and he wasn't even going this way. Don't worry. He's born and and not born, but what's that word? He was brought up. Yeah, he was brought up in the mountains, so it's fine. This is just like a little morning walk for him. I don't know. He didn't seem out of breath at all. He has a very mysterious air about him, doesn't he? He seems so earnest, but there's also something very easygoing about him. Anyway, we're almost at the inn now, but there's no need to rush. Let's take it slow and enjoy the walk. Okay. I really hope the music isn't copyrighted. Yeah, it'll be a disaster otherwise. Like, they're using Mahoyo music, so... What? If you were defeated, Marsh is defeated? God damn. 20 minutes after parting ways with Shizuki Sojuro. I hate to admit it, but we're lost. Yes, and just when we were almost at the end too. I'm so sorry, senpai. I should have been more on top of things. Let me get out my compass. No, on second thought, I'll just call Da Vinci and have a navigate us. Huh? I can't get through, that's all. There haven't been any magical energy disturbances. And Sheba's observation result says no sign of danger in this space-time, so... Wait, huh? No future for humankind in this space-time? Look, Marsh, something coming this way. Enemy contact! I can't believe I didn't notice them up until they were this close. But right now we need to fight back. There are no civilians in the vicinity. Awaiting your orders, Master. Okay, so it's a formation restricted battle, I'm guessing. Yeah. So only 2 we can bring. I guess we have to bring Marsh in. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Default. No, not default. Okay, let's go. Right. Fog rolls in. Oh, right. Okay, I need to check this. Magic bullets up to 20. Buster attack. Oh my. Okay. This is the date when increase NP codes for all allies. This is good card effectiveness, buster card effectiveness, plot armor. Okay. Freaking plot armor, yeah.
いいですよ。よいサポートして。ドッカーン。はい。止めて。
Ah, boy.
サポートし。見つけた。あれね。サポートして。エンズもらうわ。スフィアブレイズ。
Wait. Oh, the AoE happens only when she's super out. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, you know what? Let's. Okay.
見つけた。あれね。
Alright, here we go.
コンタクト。
Ooh.
1から0。
Yo, this NP is crazy. When I saw it for the first time.
シフト。サイクリック。選手交代。始めましょう。
Ooh. There you go.
せーの。
お
邪魔。そして邪魔。 カッティングスプレー。シューッ
Oh, okay. Nice.
と。えい。ああ。カッティングスプレー。シューッと。サポートお願いね。ドッカーン。ディストーション。スターナイン。
Damn, this thing is. What is that? Wait. I couldn't see. Ugh. Damn. Yeah, I'm pretty sick. That's why I'm so. Okay, so that means. Yeah, we didn't win that battle. What kind of monster is that? Right. Master, use command spell on me. I can't use my noble phantasm and maximum power to blow away all this smoke. I'm afraid it'll damage the nearby trees too, but at least it'll help us see what we are dealing with. Oh, Alpha's here, damn. Hit the brakes. That's a small call, but don't do it. A smart call. The ground around here could collapse under your feet. I'd save the ground pound for a last resort if I were you. That light, is it a ray shift? Good point. I'm sorry, I should have known better. At any rate, may I ask you who you are? Me? I am a tourist. Yeah, I'm just a passing tourist making a little trip around the world. You look like you're in trouble. Don't worry, I've got this. We've all got to look out for each other. Now let's hurry up and take care of this thing. Okay, well, it's literally the same team that I used, but you know what? Double alcohol. Alright, let's go. Okay. Okay, she cannot use her MP, but I already used it with mine. Okay, well. Okay, what is this? Increase resistance to all attacks.
あれね、見つけた。サポートして。せーの、ドッカーン。そこ、動くな。
Their voice is echoing because both of them are.
カッティングスプレー。シューッと。えい、えい、おー。
Okay, let's go with...
見つけたね。エンジンもらうわ。よし、吹っ飛べ。大魔弾発射。
Damn! What the hell was that? Just blew him
終
out.
わりよければ全てよし。なんて言う気はないけど、今回はいい結果に終わったんじゃない？
Right. There we go. Easy peasy. You're pretty strong, Shield Girl. Are you one of those servants I've heard about? You're pretty strong too, of course. Those were summon spells, right? I'm impressed. I know those aren't easy. Well, it's funny because I literally summoned, you know, because Fujimaro summons like shadow servants. So it would seem like I summoned a shadow servant version of Aoko. The stronger the familiar, the more physical and mental energy it takes out of the summoner. It can even wear away at your identity. A light yet heavy heart that isn't easily swayed by any kind of desire. That's what an acquaintance of mine told me you need to be a good summoner. And it looks like that's you to a T. The kind of person you'd find anywhere, and yet there's nobody else quite like you. Right, I'm guessing she's talking about Alice. You know, this acquaintance. Because, you know, Alice uses Ploikishas. Thanks. So may I ask who you are? Oh, right. I still haven't introduced myself, have I? I'm Aozaki Aoko. I'm a mage just like you. Though I'm a free agent, not affiliated with anyone. How about you? If we're both here together, I'm guessing someone sent you? Can you at least give a broad idea of who? I think we'd both like to at least know if we should consider each other friend or foe. And that's about it. Wait, so we talked about the incineration of humanity, the bleached earth and all that stuff? Right. I think that's the most concise explanation we can give you about Caldia. Is there anything you're still not clear on? Nope, that was 10 out of 10 explanation. I wish I had someone like you as my assistant. Though I do have to ask, Are you two actually mages? Because if so, I'm amazed you keep up all that on goodwill alone. Well, they saved my life before, so... Damn, seriously, I never know what to say to people who are actually just nice. Right. You know, pretty accurate. Miss Alzaki, please, there's no need to be formal. Call me Aoko. Okay, Aoko, I just wanted to say thank you again for helping us. I don't know what we would have done without your magecraft. Those were those magic bullets? That's right, I can convert magical energy into physical mass and fire it like, well, bullets. That's pretty much all I can do though. I can't make anything else with magical energy, and I've never been good at complicated spells or messing with nature or whatever. Yeah, but she's pretty damn strong with that, you know, the magic bullets. Like, I remember Alice saying that, like, even if she is not that good at magecraft, comparing her to Alice, the magecraft that she does is so strong that it can get, you know, comparing it to Alice, she's way above her league. But, you know, like experience wise and everything else wise, she's pretty much a novice. Still, when it comes to firing bullets, I'm pretty sure I'm as good as they come. Yeah, there you go. That's what it's like for you with summoning too, right, Fujimaru? Your familiar summons and the spirit origins were as solid as a giant tree. If I ever die and come back as a heroic spirit, bruh, I might not mind getting worked to the bone if a summoner like you were to call on me. Then you're not a servant, but what about the light you came from? Really, you sure you weren't just seeing things? I mean, what do you think I was doing? Teleporting or something? Besides, shake my hand. See, I'm a real living person, right? Bruh. Yeah, it's more delicate than I expect from Demon of Destruction. You know what, let's pick that. What? Are you the naturally oblivious type who puts her foot in the mouth? If you're looking for a straight man for your comedy routine, I'm happy to play along. How about I start by blasting you down into the bed? I knew she was going to react like this. Oh god. I'm sorry, Senpai has a habit of running her mouth when she meets someone she trusts. Bruh. Yeah, I see. So you're used to tanking for her in more ways than one, huh? I understand. I have two friends that are the same way. Well, one of them we already saw. But you know what? I don't even know if that's the actual Sojiro because he looked weird. Sorry to interrupt you a moment, but can I ask why you're here, Aoko? I'm sightseeing, of course. You two said you were headed for Kumano Hot Springs, right? Mind if I tag along? I only just got here, so I'm still getting my bearings. Would it be okay if I joined you? That sounds great to me. But since we can't contact Kaldia right now, I'll go along with whatever you decide, Master. Why not? We've already come this far together. Awesome, I owe you one. I actually lost my license and wallet, so I didn't know what I was going to do. Thanks, Fujimaru and Marsh. When we get to the inn, I'll be counting on you to check me in as well. Right. Okay. Great. Well. Oh, there we go. That's the hot springs. Right. Like a Japanese type of section, and then there's this, like, you know, the right and the left side is... Man, this reminds me of the Enmate. Yes, the inn where we met Benny Enma and the Sparrows. I was just thinking the same thing. I still have many fond memories of it. I'm sure this place is going to be a great experience as well. Oh crap, this place is bad news. People have died here, no question. Right. Also, we might meet, you know, because the name of the title. I'm guessing like Robin is involved here. Like Marsh was talking about Enmate with the sparrows. We have, you know, this is the version where we'll have a Robin, I'm assuming. Did you say died? We should disguise ourselves just to be safe. Call me Suseritska from now on. What? So you want us to use disguises and fake names? But we didn't bring anything we can use for disguises. Oh my god. This works, right? Relax, I'll take it off as soon as I know it's safe too. Yeah, you look more suspicious now. Yeah, where does Suseritska come from? It means all the half-assery in the world. Spelled Suseritska. What? Okay. I'm an unestablished psychic. As a spiritual existence, I only speak one sentence a day. Okay. That's enough of a cover story. Come on, let's go inside. So this is the Kumano Inn and the Kumano Hot Springs. There are some people hanging out here, probably other guests. Yeah? Okay. What? Oh my... Can't wait to see Aoko's reaction here. Oh, he just went in. Okay. I see Sojiro made it back here ahead of us, though he just went into the back of the inn. Maybe he went to the springs. After all that walking, I could use a soap myself. What? Who are you people? Sorry, but we're all booked. I've got too many special guests gathered here this week to waste my time with regular ones. Go on, get out of here. Huh? What are you talking about? Is there a guest by the name Shizuki staying here? Yes, what does this have to do with you and me? Hold it, proprietor. Can't you tell these people here are here for the same reason as us? I mean, one of them's clearly not normal. And as far as I'm concerned here, the more rivals, the better. The more people there are around when I win, the better I'll be able to prove that I... Ishitarin to Osaka, wow, am the best psychic and curse hunter in America, if not the whole world. Right. What? Ishtar, no wonder I thought you looked so much like yourself. Did you come here from Caldea or were you summoned locally to... Huh? Do I know you? Oh, I see, you must be a fan of mine. You must have misheard my name and it stuck with you all the time, huh? Well, lucky for you, I'm very generous to my fans, so I'm willing to overlook it. But from now on, honey, remember, this isn't Ishtarin. That it's Ishtarin, not Ishtar. My father named me Ishtar, and my nickname in high school was Rin the Exorcist. Oh my god, so put them together and you get Ishtarin. You can also call me Jolene. Right. Are you a living person then? Ah, do I look like a ghost to you? Of course I'm alive. You know, you've been weirdly forward too. Have we met somewhere before? Senpai, it's hard to believe, but it looks like Ishtarin really is from this time period. I've heard of coincidental resemblances, but this is on a whole new level. Anyway, be reasonable, proprietor. We might all be here for fame and fortune, but that's not the only reason we're here. Those blessed with psychic abilities have an obligation to save spirits that who will suffer in this world. Like they say, two heads are better than one. Bills beat change, and there's no such thing as having too much firepower, don't you think? You made a good point, Ishtari. How can I say no to that? Very well then, this may put us over capacity, but I'll accept these newcomers joining the fray. Welcome, you three. I'm Kumano in Yoshisuke, the proprietor of the Kumano Inn. Okay. Thank you so much for choosing to stay at our humble establishment. The next part probably goes without saying, but please bear with me, it's tradition after all. 2 years ago, our humble inn began seeing regular paranormal phenomena, ghosts as they people would put it. Thanks to that, our once glorious inn has fallen on tough times and barely attract enough guests to stay afloat. So as a countermeasure, we reached out to people who have experienced resolving paranormal problems and promised to reward them if they should succeed with us. In other words, everyone who stays here must be a psychic. It also means that if you're going to stay with us, you need to be able to willing to exercise any kind of ghost you encounter. If that all sounds fair, then you can sign the hotel register here. Right. I don't trust this guy at all, but I don't see any other choice. Mrs. Fujimaru, Miss Marsh. Miss Fujimaru, Miss Marsh, and Miss Ritsuka. Very good. Then as a first test, great, now we can introduce you to your rivals. This is everyone I could find in the lobby. Right. This is Bazette. She's a self-proclaimed tough-as-nails psychic who prides herself on keeping her cool no matter what the situation. So if you ask me, the steel's not in her heart, but her fist. Okay. All these characters are from like different Type Moon works. I just realized, I didn't properly focus much before, but yeah, like Bazette and Karen from Hollow Ataraxia. We have Shiki and Fujino from Karano Kyokai. We have Rin here. Well, you're wrong. My heart is as hard as they come. Keeping your cool at times is what lets you deal with the final knockout blow to a tough ghost. This is Karen. She calls herself the Exorcist. I think it means if exorcists eat ghosts for breakfast, she eats those exorcists for breakfast. I just happened to find my way here. I'm a very pious nun, but my real profession is in exorcising demons. But demons and evil spirits do not have any money on them. Wow. So something has to pay the bills, right? Yeah. Her personality is also exactly the same. Now, Ryogi here isn't as exhausted, but she is paying an exorbitant amount of money to stay here. What a delightful little diversion. I would say I'm glad I came here with my family, if I wasn't worried about it being a bad influence on my daughter. What? That's your daughter? Okay. Oh, my family and I have reserved the entire 5th floor, so please don't bother us there, okay? Okay, no, okay. I thought for a moment that that's her daughter or something. Fujino. Because sometimes the game does this, where they kind of change the, the identities and all that. And finally, we have the creepy girl giving off major stalker vibes who followed Ryogi here. I still don't know what her name is. I'm Fujinon, the Twister. Okay. Please let me know if you run into any jars you can't open or any slightly steel girders. I'll twist them away if they were never there. I think that we are still a few others, but that should do it for the time being. Now as for the haunted room. Wait, just a moment, please. I still have to say more to say first. As you can see, I brought in the first-rate exorcists from all walks of life. So there's really no place for any third-rate exorcists who are all bark and no bite. So if you're going to stay with us, I'll need you to prove you have what it takes to deal with ghosts. Good point. If they can't even defend themselves, we definitely can't let them go near the Big 5 ghost stories. Big 5 ghost stories, okay. Make 5 ghost stories? Oh, those are the main reasons why our inn has fallen for such hard times. But that can wait. For now, I'd like you three to resolve a haunting in the mountain behind the inn. There's an abandoned mining site unaffiliated with our inn there, and some nasty spirits have supposedly taken up residence inside. Anyone who walks in and comes back crawling on the ground like a zombie. It turned out they were no longer able to walk because their leg bones has rotted from inside out. Horrible story, isn't it? Perhaps there's still some corrosive gas lingering there or something. Anyway, that's how the area came to be known as Hell's Pavilion. Impressive, no? So you're saying we can stay here if we exorcise the evil spirits in that mine? Oh, come on now, don't be silly. You're exorcist, right? Of course you can exorcise evil spirits. That would hardly be a test of your skills. No, these sorts of things have always been all about competition. So I'm going to have you to compete with another exorcist to see which of you can purify Hell's Pavilion the quickest. Would you do the honors, miss? Who are we against? Oh my god. Yeah, Alice? Bruh. Freaking Robin is there with her. She's always there. Robin. I know I said I wouldn't exercise any made up course, but I'm going to get up against a real mage. That's a different story. You clock tower mages never change. You're inhuman creatures that will cross oceans just to get their hands on mystics. Usurpers who would rather ruin people's magecraft than improve their own, all in the name of maintaining their so-called dignity. If there's any place in this world you belong, it's the deepest bowels of hell. Okay. Hell's Pavilion. Alright, let's go. Oh no. Oh god. My hand. It just... sorry about that. I'm just gonna read the thing. The rules are exactly what you'd expect. Whoever exercises the most spirit wins. Alright, then go ahead and get started. I'll be praying that everything goes well. Okay. Doesn't take long. Multiple identified hostile styles approaching. I'm not seeing any signs of life or intelligence. They appear to be some kind of clusters of magical energy. Okay, so Suicide Risk looks like there aren't many big ones like we found in the mountains. We should be able to handle this on our own without pulling out the big guns. And I'm guessing she takes out her mask. Yeah? Let's take care of this quickly, but we'll have to pull our punches so we don't cause a cave-in. That's all fine, but where are our competitors though? Oh, I'm sure she's still back by the entrance. You'd think someone so aggressive would be quicker to act, but no, not her. She's always been a slacker. You know her, Alpha? I'm afraid so. I'll introduce you once this contest is over. Assuming we're still alive, that is. In the meantime, we'll need to take down more than half of these things before she gets here, or this match is as good as lost. Huh? Then aren't we all well on the way to victory already? Won't taking out more than half be enough to guarantee our victory? Yep, which is why we need to guarantee that first. But we can worry about the small stuff later. For now, let's blow these things away. I don't like how that shady Yusuke guy has us dancing in the palm of his hands. But seeing as how this is obviously way worse than simple Poltergeist problem, I know we'll be doing the world a favor. Alright. Okay, my servant. Huh. Okay, who should I bring? Wait, is Shiro here? Not Shiro, but yeah, I guess. Muramasa's here, I can see in the event bonus. Alright. Bring in Castoria. Bringing in Castoria is pointless now. Or I guess not pointless because the amount of points that we'll get from this is kind of minimal. Okay, let's bring in some event characters. Ah, some event CEs. Yeah, I'm just gonna put all of them here. Or wait. Yeah, that'll do. Okay.
エンジンスタート。壊すだけなら犬より簡単。整理整頓してくれる？発展途上ですので。
What's going on? Why the hell did...
そういうのもたまにはね。
Why? My hand slipped. Great.
運命をかけた戦いであれば。
Bro, stop! Okay, this is pissing me off. You know what? I don't even need...
見つけた。ここに下がっているように。よし、飛べ！足を狙います。撃て。マルミアドワード。あれね、見つけた。誇りにかけて。バン！お仕置きコンビネーション。
Okay.
Cutting spray. シューッ
What? Okay.
アクセル。早炊きです。軽め。
Oh yeah, the invincible that Aopo gets turned into anti-purge. Okay, so let's do...
あったま、サポート、あれね。
Alright, here we
コ
go.
ンタクト。外から内へ。1から0へ。シフト、サイクリック。選手交代。始めましょう。青髪さ
Ah,
ー遅い。
just gonna bust her AoE everything. Oh boy. Alright, which one should I... Oh great, I don't have Buster. That's fine.
対終末、対粛清ボール。はじめ、私好み。圧倒します。最果ての島、罪の都。最後の竜は我が胸に。集う、円卓の守護者たち。ラウンド・オブ・アーマロン。そこでイーグル。
Okay.
マダウ展開。下がっているように私好み。青髪さー遅い。先に進みましょう。
Yo.
宴会は大勝利の後に取っておきます。
That's gotta be half of them by now. More than half, Master. We've thinned out majority of the hostiles. I'm sorry we didn't give our opponent a chance, but this means victory is as good as ours. Oh my god. Diddle diddle. There we go. Well, I wouldn't be so sure. The proprietor laid out a bunch of complicated rules. But victory or defeat always boils down to one thing. Points don't matter much after that. You see, it's impossible to lose a contest if you're the only competitor left. Right. Well, there we go. This is now her area. Yep. She just erased all magical energy clusters in the cave in an instant. Is this a reality marble? But it doesn't feel like one. No, it's not a reality marble. I think I read that apparently, you know, reality marble is something that brings out the inner, like, landscape of someone. But this is something else completely. Like, you know, like Alice's ploy, Diddle Diddle, I think, right? That was the name. Yeah. What it does is it increases the intensity of night, which helps bringing out, you know, like, which helps. What was it? I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, it makes like the use of other ploys. You know, it makes her be able to use the other ploys that she has, or if that effect is already in effect, then it doubles the strength of the ploys that she used after that. So yeah, or something like that it was. She always, like, you know, before using any of her ploys, she always uses this, that's why. But it doesn't feel like one. It's her magecraft, Diddle Diddle, Banquet of the Night. It transforms the area. Okay, Arco literally explains. Transforms the area around her into a world of nursery rhymes, yeah. Reality marbles work by materializing the. Okay. Well, what was the point of me even trying to. Reality marbles work by materializing the user's mindscape and overriding reality for a short time. Compared to that, Diddle Diddle is like cheating. It cuts reality clean off. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's a manifestation of a fairy tale, something even more magical than the 5 true magics themselves. It's a ploykisha, an odd, extraordinary type of familiar that happens to be Kuonji Alice's speciality. I knew it. That was you, Aoko. I had a hunch it might be you when I saw an exorcist with a paper bag over her head. So, how have you been? I've been fine. As you can see, I'm just taking a break right now. What about you? I'm surprised you're taking part in this kind of contest. What happened? Isn't it forbidden to use your magecraft in public? Hell, you even went and used a ploy on this. Looks like your competitive streak is worse than ever. Those 2 people with you are clock tower mages. They don't count as part of the public. Oh yeah, true. Besides, it doesn't matter how we got here. Now that we are fighting in a magecraft battle, they're my enemy. So I'm going to send them packing before they can steal anything else. Did you say clock tower? Well, that's what she thinks. She doesn't know we're from Galdia, and you know, the version of the world that we are in has been completely wiped out. I'm sorry, we're actually researchers with Galdia. We don't have any association with an organization as storied as the Clock Tower. You expect me to believe that? There's no organization called Galdia anywhere in the Mages Association. Ever heard of the Security Organization for the Preservation of Humanity? Is that true, Aoko? You bet it is. Galdia is a real observatory up on top of an incredibly snowy mountain. I heard all about it through the grapevine. But then I wouldn't expect a witch who might as well be living under a rock to know about that. Yes? I've heard of it. It's a museum in Switzerland, right? I remember Toko telling me about it once. Never mind that, I just remembered that. Senpai, I know there are amazing snowy mountains in Switzerland, but Kaldia isn't. Let's just keep that to ourselves, Marsh. Why do I feel like you just made a huge effort to spare my feelings? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Those people might not be clock tower mages, but that doesn't mean this battle is over. Minster witches are forbidden from losing magecraft contests. Meinster, sorry. So I'm gonna kill you two and keep my undefeated win streak going. In fact, this is a good opportunity to finally get rid of you two outcomes. Talk about two birds with one stone. This may even be the best day of my life so far. Yeah, the bird just comes flying in. How about we call it a draw then? Huh? We beat you in numbers, you beat us in magecraft, right? So, since we both won part of the contest, that makes this a draw, not a loss. Besides, don't you think it'll make for a good story, sparing a couple of rookie mages? I bet some people will be thrilled to know that even you can be merciful when you feel like it. I suppose a draw would work, yes. If they really aren't clock tower mages, then there's no need for me to kill them to keep them from talking. Alright, I'll go along with your draw, but don't get the wrong idea. I'm not doing this out of respect for you. For calling you liars, however, I must apologize. I shouldn't have made such an assumption. That's alright, we could definitely have explained ourselves better. Allow us to introduce ourselves properly. My name is Mashkirielite, and this is Fujimaru. She's a summoner from Kaldi, and I'm proud to call her my master. Nice to meet you. Is that so? I'm Conchialis. Call me whatever you like. You two are here for your own reasons, right? If you stay out of my affairs, I will remain out of yours. Still, having said that, I expect we'll cross paths when you're staying at the inn, so I will endeavor to treat you fairly. After all, you're friends of Aoko's, right? She and I go way back. That's why I'll gladly kill her if I ever get the chance. Right. Okay, I think I should end it here. We did one section, right? Okay, so I don't think Aoko or Alice has clocked in. That's holding it here. Talkative detective Robin. Okay. What the heck? Wait. Why have the farming nodes not unlocked? Why do they do this? I don't understand. I don't have time to complete this now. Good lord, look at it. It'll take at least an hour and a half to complete this part. I guess I'll have to wait. I was thinking that I'm going to do one part and the farming nodes will unlock, and then I'll farm on my own and then do the next part after like a few days or something. But nope, I'll have to do this in the next day. I was thinking of doing Odil Call in the next video, but I just have to wait now. God damn it. This is one thing I don't like about FGO, how they, put out their farming nodes. It's so annoying. Like, why can't you just unlock everything at the very beginning and let us play the, story separately from the farming? Like, good lord. God damn it. Okay, wait a minute. How many sections does this event has? Like, these are like huge sections. What the hell is this? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 arrows? What the heck? Okay, that is insane. How big is this event? Wait a minute. Okay, so we have... Oh my god, every single section is this big. Every section has 8 to 9 arrows. Are you kidding me? Okay, thank god there are 8 sections. I was thinking this is going to be like Oh my god, thank god it has 8 sections. Otherwise it probably would be like a... I guess they gave us 20 days, that's why. Good lord. This is going to take a while. Oh, when the hell am I going to do my ordeal call gameplay? Or And I'm assuming the farming nodes are going to unlock after completing this one, right? Yeah. Right, well, so I'm guessing I'm going to be doing this tomorrow, because I need to unlock at least a little bit of farming nodes, otherwise it'll be a problem. So I need to farm alongside this whole thing. So yeah, alright, anyways, we started this event, we met Alco, we met Alice, and now we are doing like some kind of a, you know, like a competition and all that, psychic competition. But from the name of the event, it seems like a murder mystery is gonna happen. And we have to find out who did that. Something like that, I guess. Either way, it's a hot spring. It's one of the, you know, like most appropriate places for a murder incident happening. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen, I guess. We have met Sojiro as well. I guess we have met everyone. But I don't know, is that really Sojiro? Whatever, you know, I don't know. It looks like Sojiro, just like, you know, with a different haircut and all that. Either way, yeah. So let's see. Let's see how this story goes. You know, seeing these characters in FGO is very interesting. And yeah. So that is it. Thanks for watching. This was my first video on the Mahoyo Collab Event. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in probably tomorrow, because like I said, I need to at least unlock the farming nodes. You know, then I'll probably take like 1 or 2 days gap, and in that time I'll probably try to not complete, but continue with the Ordeal Call 2 story, and you know, all that stuff. Either way, but yeah, I'll probably tomorrow I'll probably like record another video for this. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.